Alright, so I said I was going to record something this weekend. Um, so I'm going to. This was supposed to be titled Jeef and Burr Eats Ice Cream, Gone Sexual. That would have been funny, I think. But the local ice cream place, which closes tomorrow, had a line a mile long, and I have more important shit to do than wait in a fucking line for God knows how long. So, this is plan B. I've been posting updates on Facebook past week or so as I've been diving back into my backlog and also writing new stuff. So that's where I'm at right now, is trying to decide whether to complete projects that I started, 7 to 10 years ago, or just start over. And I've done a lot of scrapping. I've thrown away bars and entire songs that are no longer appropriate because they're either about drugs or women or other irrelevant things. But I'm still holding on to several projects that, that I initially came up with. So what we have is, in terms of, we'll start with remixes. The only project I've officially released is Backroads 1, in its entirety, and that is terrible. I'm just not happy with how that turned out, and so that brings us to the paved Backroads, or Backroads 1.5, which I think I've released 3 songs from, and that I never finished. So that was the remastered version that I never completed. And then there's Backroads 2, Back to Reality, which is all songs from 2017, which is obviously outdated. And then there's Backroads 3, which is even older songs. So the temptation to just throw all of those away, because who likes remixes anyway, that's there. But I don't want to. I am proud of a lot of that stuff, and I don't want to get rid of it. And then there's also Lost on the Backroads, which is 6 songs, half of which have already been released in some form or another. That's kind of like lost chapters, like deep cut, whatever. And then we have Odor, outdated and overrated, which was supposed to be the Forest Fire remix project that I still want to release, but I need to rewrite, the other person's portions. So that's that. Um, but then, more importantly, as far as original music goes, we have Kiss Kill K2, which is 8 songs. The Low Point LP, which is, I just scrapped one, so 7 songs. The Spooky EP, which was supposed to be released in 2017, uh, October 2017, it wasn't, because nothing is. The Chicks tape, which I still don't know if I want to release because it's depressing. The Good Old Haze, which is all produced by a fella named Hazy Beats, who I am no longer in contact with. Then Trainwrecks, which is 10 songs, some of which have been kind of released, but not really, because, whatever. They weren't up to my standards or whatever. And then most importantly, or most recently, whichever way you look at it, we have the project, the Untitled Project, which is 6 songs that have been written in the past year. So that's the starting point I'm considering. Like, do I just want to throw away 4, 6, 9 projects from before and just start over? Not really, but I'm looking for input, which I guess is why I'm releasing this video. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I've been shopping for beats for the first time ever, instead of relying on free, not for profit bullshit, because I'm not broke anymore. But yeah, it's proving to be a lot harder than it ever was, because I'm more serious, I guess, and I want to do this correctly, and I don't want to repeat of the last time where I just bullshitted my way through and ended up with something I wasn't happy with. So, whatever. We shall see what happens. Another thing is, I would like to actually go to a real studio this time around, and find someone who actually knows what they're doing to mix and master things, and that way it won't sound like shit. But all these things take time and money, and I have money, but I do not have a lot of time. So, for now, what I'm doing is writing. That's the question: is what are you doing? The answer is writing. I'm writing more than I have in a long time. I feel kind of good about it. I don't. I don't know. Like, I've written, I don't know, like 6 or 7 or 8 songs in the past 2 days this weekend. Another thing I want to address is the state of hip hop without getting too deep. Hip hop has definitely changed since I was last involved, which was, for those who aren't keeping track, 2013. Now, since 2013, we've seen a lot of things happen in hip hop music. Um, you know, things along the lines of like Eminem becoming irrelevant and um, you know, stuff like that. Him and other people who were huge inspirations to me have been considered as fallen off. And a new wave has, taken over. Um, people like Lil Uzi Vert, who I have written a remix of EXO Tour Life. People like Lil Pump. And I know that this is a big thing because I am the admin of a Facebook group called Anti Old Head Skidit Posting with over 13,000 members. And it's funny because I could be considered an old head. Um, and as a fan, that's fine. Like I understand the new music and appreciate it. I like a lot of that stuff. Um, but as far as being an artist goes, um, that's not my style. My style is a lot closer to lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual, um, conscious dictionary bullshit, which admittedly I hate, really, but that's what I grew up on, and that's the style I adapted as a rapper. So, uh, evolution is is on the table. Do I want to try to fit into a mold of what people call mumble rap or SoundCloud rap? Um, the beats that are being produced these days are along those lines, and I can still rap to them, but my delivery, I don't know. I'm afraid of releasing music in 2020 or 2021 um, and being accused of not being with the times. I had a discussion about this last night, and my response was that you know the biggest thing about me doing this time around is that I'm doing it for myself, um, not trying to impress anyone or get shares or I'm just doing it to do it because I like doing it. I never stopped writing. Um, I just decided recently that I would try to release some stuff again. Whether or not it'll happen remains to be seen. But I guess all I can do is try and see what happens. And if I get, utterly destroyed by like, what, the fans of hip hop music, if I don't fit, what current rap uh, is, and I get left in the dust, then so be it. Um, that's a risk I'm prepared to take. So that's what's going on. That's what's on my mind. Um, yeah. So any further questions can be left, um, or DM'd or whatever. I don't know who's gonna watch this, if anyone. Um, it's longer than I planned on. But yeah, so that's the deal. Um, I was gonna wrap in this video at the end. I guess as a test to see if I still got it. But maybe I'll do that later today or later this week. But I just wanted to put something out there to update people. Um, so yeah, uh, peace.